All right, it's baby goat time. Shocker. It's kind of always baby goat time here on the farm right now. What are you two doing, huh? So those two, gosh, it's almost hard to tell, but they were not brothers. Our four big boys are up and out. So the one on the stump and the one with him are now, those two are twins. But the two that were headbutting, this little guy here and the black and white guy that's up on the stump, are not twins. But these four, because they were born so close together, because we've kind of kept them running together, they've become a pretty good herd. Our little ones, I'm going to have to get up and show you because they've settled down for our nap. The younger ones, and they're younger by like 5 days, but it's still younger, are not as integrated yet. They are running free with the herd here, or the pack, or whatever you want to call them. They are technically a herd. Oh, what are you guys doing? Pawing at each other's heads? We've created a new game. Yeah, we've got stump wars going on here. I like the fact that they're leaping over each other and then sharing. These two are brothers, by the way. So these two are indeed twins. Oh, crash landing! It's like sports commentary. What are you doing, little one? I don't know who to follow. Oh, big jump. Yeah, it's no fun to be on top of the stump if no one's trying to be there with you, is it? Oh, and our little guys have gotten up. Here we go. That's our little girl. She's up and at 'em. See, she is working on, she's literally only 4 days old, and I'm telling you, she is going to be the queen and rule the roost here in just another day or two. She's going to start pushing those boys around. What are you doing here, bud? With no problem whatsoever. We've already seen her try and get up on the stump. She's not quite there yet. She will be, and she's the youngest of the bunch. So she's the youngest of the two twins in her grouping. So her brother was born first, and that makes her the youngest of these 6 baby goats. And I'm telling you, she is going to start pushing those boys around without any hesitation. Meanwhile, yeah, I know, they want to go outside. You can't go outside. It's sleeting out. Stop showing me your tushes and start showing me your skills. Come on. All right, let me get off the floor here. I've been sitting in the dirty stall floor getting peed on and everything else because our little guys are over here. It is interesting that all of the kids have figured out where the heat pockets are with no problem, right? And part of that is because we do keep them confined for the first few days of their life. And they establish that sort of as, it's not really territory, but their spot, right? And so Ren's pen was here, and Ren's kids tend to stay in that heat spot. Persephone, where she's eating, that was her pen, and her kids tend to gravitate back to that spot. And then JC's pen, which is empty right now, her kids tend to gravitate toward that spot. They're completely open now. We are not penning anybody anymore. And I know a couple of folks have made some comments about, oh my goodness, these pens are so small. They're in them for a few days. And as I've told you before, right, it's really for the safety and well-being of the babies. It's so the babies can't wander off in the cold and get away from the heat. It's so mom can't wander off and leave the babies alone. And it's so mom and baby can bond. The babies don't have to chase her to find their teats. They're able to nurse. They get their feet under them so that their strength is up. Yeah, is mom a good jungle gym? And they are able to then, right, be let loose a couple of days after they're born, and they know who their mom is, where the good spots are for warmth, where they can play, right? So you can go ahead and be upset that they were in pens for a few days, but frankly, our setup and my setup is probably one of the only setups that doesn't pen their goats before they give birth. I've talked about that in previous videos. And I don't pen the goats for long. They are in a current stall right now, and the stall is closed off. They can't get outside. And that is only because it's currently sleeting out, and our babies are a little too young. Yeah, you were looking at me? A little too young to be out in the sleet. But once the weather changes and we're not sleeting anymore, they'll have free reign of the baby pasture. It is a smaller pasture, so that'll be the next thing people will complain about. But once again, we don't put them out in the big pasture because they're still too little. They have their baby pasture, and they have plenty of grass and plenty of space, and they go out in the baby pasture and they learn how to be outside. Look at the face on this guy. He is sleeping on top of his sister. She's allowing it, which is a little shocking, actually. And that just warms my heart. So now that I've whined about people complaining about my setup and how I care for my animals, don't disturb them. Oh my goodness, you're so mean. They're little, they're sleeping. Oh, you're terrible. And that's okay. That's part of being a herd animal. They're going to get disturbed. But once again, that's why I put the pens in play. Now, meanwhile, look at these three guys. They are munching down on hay. Not even 2 weeks old, and they are eating some hay. They're not doing a very good job of eating it. He's got one big piece hanging out of his face. But they watch mom. They watch what mom does. They figure out that this is food, and they start really early. So even though they're completely still nursing, they're dependent on, their mom's milk, they are already tasting hay, starting to eat hay, their digestive system is learning. And so that's why there's hay everywhere. By the way, we typically try not to waste as much hay as we waste during baby season, but unfortunately, that's part of the game. She is desperate to get up on that stump. She is just not quite there yet. But she keeps trying. I'm telling you, she's going to rule the place pretty soon. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to let almost. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe by tomorrow she'll have that down pat. But I'm going to leave you there with a bunch of baby backs hanging at my boots. They're impossible to keep track of at this point because they're just everywhere. And they like to check in with me. They like to see what I'm doing, and then they head back to their moms, and then they head back to me. And we just continue to socialize them and expose them to different things. But now I'm going to leave the warmth of the baby stall. It is nice and toasty in here for these guys, and head back out into the sleet and get back to my day. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind. And me and my flock of babies, all the black and white ones are here. Oh, that's the doeling there. She's funny. There she goes. Bye-bye. We'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.